Hello, I'm going to walk you through how to research colleges. So you're here on your main page in Achieve. Your colleges are listed right here on the main page, and the colleges will be here. And the ones that you need to research, well, the ones that say added by me. You can also add your own schools, and if you do that, they will say added by you. So let me show you an example. If you add that, you will see that it's added by your name. So the ones you're researching are the ones that are new from me. So we'll talk about which ones those new ones are. But when you click on the name of the school, it'll take you into a bunch of stats right here. This is really helpful because you can look at admissions statistics. You can see what the admit rate is for the school. You can look at the types of things that break down for different GPAs for admitted students, different test scores, just so you can see a range. So, for example, you can see if your SAT falls into this range, then you can see that's the biggest range of their SAT. Maybe if you're below that, there's less of a chance that you would be admitted. But remember, they look at lots of different things. So you can see their average scores here. You can see some other things that they consider to be important or not as important as you look at these different categories. And then you can see other data about it, like how many students are there, student to faculty ratio, total undergraduate enrollment, your campus life, all of that kind of thing. So there's lots of info right here. So that's the first step. Look at some of that basic stuff. And then when you want to research more after looking at that, you're going to come over here to your files and links, and you are going to click on college search, which will take you to some things right here where you can look at some different types of colleges and lists that I've created. But the main thing I want to show you here is your college research notes. So open that and make your own copy. You're going to do that by going File, Make a Copy, save it in your own Google Drive, and then come back to your links here, and you're going to add a link right here. And you can, once you add it, you'll see it says uploaded by you. So then you can see your college search there. You can also change the name so you know what the name of the file is. And use this to take notes as you're researching colleges. So if your first one is Miami University that's on your list, you can then add in this first column here is for stats, facts. Is there any, and you don't have to answer all these questions, by the way. This is just general info. Are there things here that are interesting to you or that you notice that you want to remember? Number of applicants is a good idea. Percentage of admit rate is good. So you have this in one place. Average test scores. Remember, you can see all that by clicking on the school and scrolling through where their admit rates are and their average test scores and everything. You can add that stuff in here, look at academics and different things. Here are the things that you noticed. Then in this column, I want you to type in the things that matter to you. Maybe you love that so many students live on campus or whatever thing that you want there because it has community. See how these are reflections? So you want to do your reflections here and your facts here. So that will be where you take notes. It's the best way to do that and then link them back into your system here. As well, you will see that I have this college research resources. If you click on this, it will take you into this little Padlet area where I have all these different resources. You don't have to use all of them, but I think they're super helpful. So here's some things like here's an article that talks to you about what rankings even means, what the kind of thing you should look for in a school. And you can also use some links like this. Unigo is reviews of college, kind of like Yelp. So you will have to log in typically, but you can also search for a different college, which I think it will let me look up for you. We'll find out. Yeah, so you can find the schools in here and it should let you look at it without logging in, but it will prompt you to do that. So then you can look at some quick facts about the school. You can look at reviews from the students. You can look at reviews about the college specifically versus student life. You can look at FAQs, which are students answering things about the college, which I think is pretty cool. Like you can see what should every freshman know, what you consider the worst thing about your school. So you can read all these different things. That's that Unigo link. College data is going to give you a little more detail about the college as well. And then the other one that students like is this niche website, which will, again, if you search the school, it's going to give you some information about that school. So you would just type that in, find the school, click on that. And then you can see there's some rankings here. Students have graded different parts of the school. You can look through all these reviews here. Well, they're not reviews, it's just kind of an overview. And you can go to the reviews section. The problem with the review section here is that they're just general. They aren't specific like that last page I showed you where you can look up campus life and all that. So that's one of them. There's a couple of different ones on here that are super helpful. The first time you're researching, I would click through all of these and see which ones are helpful here. Campus virtual tours, you can find a school here and look at a virtual tour. Another way that you can look at schools and get more informed is to just Google the school. So if we say, you know, we're looking at my university, look at that school. You can look at pictures of the school, see what it looks like. You can go into the maps and actually see what the campus looks like. You know, throw the satellite layer on there so you can see how green it is. You can scroll out to see what's around it. You can map it to the nearest big city, which for the school is Cincinnati. And, you know, then you can scroll in and see, you know, more about the town. You can also use your Google Street View guy where you grab him down here in the corner and you can drop him on any of these little lines. So right now I'm on the middle of campus. Pretty cool, right? So you can't do a tour of everything, but you can walk around and look at this campus, which is beautiful. That's my alma mater. So that's a good way to look at the school. You can also go on YouTube and look at different videos, whatever helps you out. But here I want you to put in the things you notice and then the actual things that are why it mattered to you. So don't give me a book report of a school. I want to know why something matters to you. And again, over here, you're picking your colleges here where you're researching. I'll tell you which ones you're researching. And in the to-do item here, it's where you will see to research your suggested college list. All of that information is detailed here. And this linked here is the video that you are watching. So happy, happy, happy research.